And we are
40 as fuck.
40 as fuck, bitches. Let's be fucking clear.
And hype to be 40.
And hype.
I don't have any like qualms. I don't have any
no regrets.
I'm hyped to be 40.
Yes.
Put the brakes on. I do have some.
Okay. I don't.
Pump your brakes. I do have some. But they were challenges that kind of those things that kind of make you who you are. And
Yeah.
I'm happy that I've had them. You know what I mean? So
all right.
Let's get into this. Let's introduce ourselves to people once and done, and then we're just gonna do what it do.
So I'm Kim. I recently turned 41, so
An avid drinker.
I'm an avid drinker. I love all juices, all carbonated beverages, and all liqueur. No, I'm kidding. But I am a wine drinker, and I will get a Hennessy and Coke, twice a month, every now and then. But
twice a month. Okay, go ahead.
Every now and then.
All right.
Listen, I live by no regrets. I am recently, like I said, 41 years old. Libra season is officially over, I guess, is what they're telling me. I am a mother of a 7-year-old, and being a single mom, moving away from almost like a core support system to another core support system.
Yeah.
But just with my daughter's father was very prevalent in her life, constant, every day, daily, So just moving down to Atlanta, AA, and kind of just doing it on my own, saying, listen, like I want to turn 40 in A. I want to start a new chapter. So I'm that girl that is, spontaneous.
Yeah.
I'm just that bitch.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just that bitch. So I try to live with no regrets. I try to.
But you say you have that one phrase that you coin yourself.
I'm a vibe.
Yes.
I'm a goddamn vibe,
She's a
bitches.
vibe.
Let's be clear.
She's a vibe.
Okay? Unapologetic, unbothered, unscripted, unfiltered. Anything can come out of my mouth.
I will put the slang definition of that under so you can actually see what
Anything
what she's
will
talking
come
about.
out of his mouth, okay? And you can't do a goddamn thing about
Oh my
it.
goodness, this is the one.
Because this is 40, y'all. I'm 40. I'm a grown-ass woman who has a cocktail. So let's be clear. We're in this together. Yeah!
So everybody who don't know me, my name's Denise. I'm also a single mom of 2 audacious, firecracking ass boys. They are the loves of my life. I love them to death.
So cute.
I am a broker by day and an inspired entrepreneur by night, and which has its own set of fucking challenges, Being 40, in my 20s, I was just raised differently. I was raised like a lot of you guys were who are currently in your 40s now. You didn't know that you could be more than what we were told. Go to school, go to college, get a good job. Now you're living a life.
Right.
You know what I mean? And, I took that path, and unfortunately, sometimes I feel like I wasted a lot of years on other people than on myself. And, now it's just time to fucking rock and roll,
Boom.
Now it's just time to rock and roll, and that's what I'm here to do. That's what we want to do. We know a lot of you guys are in the same boat as us, and we just want to let you know that it's okay. It's okay. This whole, second installment of life, we finding ourselves, we're doing things that, maybe we should have done, maybe we haven't done, and, we're just living life. And we're just here to let you know that it's okay. Whatever stage or phase you are right now, shit is okay. Like, it's all right. Like, if you're working your 9 to 5, if you're starting your new business venture, like, we're with you. We are there. We are in it. You know what I mean? If you're newly single, you don't know how, which way to go or how to maneuver that shit, we will get into all of that as well.
Jesus.
We will get into it all as well. So just, just come with us and enjoy the ride because,
buckle up.
We got some shit to tell. All right?
So, really quickly, our friend, we're in Atlanta right now.
Woo-hoo.
And like Denise said, we're both from Pennsylvania. I'm suburbs of Philadelphia. Denise is from the city.
Philly.
And so she came down here because it was a major homecoming, Spelman and Morehouse, major homecoming 2019.
Right.
And so I was like, I'm in here, like, let's see what it's about. So her and our other friend came down and just kind of enlightened our life. I think this experience enlightened our life and, like, you know, what it used to be in our collegiate days and like our 20s and, you know, late 20s, early 20s versus what it is now.
Yeah.
And she said, we were going out, or whatever, and she said something like, you know what, I'm just gonna start over. She was like, but I just don't want to start from scratch.
Who said that?
Our friend said that.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, no, I'm an Instagram, like I literally, like Instagram I feel like is slightly like Bible to me. Certain like, motivational speech, motivational quotes.
Okay, because there are two different types of Instagram.
So I'm not like an Instagram like, like nothing major. Like, I mean, I'm learning, my angles, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm putting up additional pictures, but no, I really like Instagram for the inspiration and the motivation. And so I said to her something I got off Instagram. It was like, you're starting over, but you're not starting over from scratch. You're starting over with experience.
Yeah, you're much wiser. We're much wiser.
And I think it hit her different because it's like we're 40 and we're not starting over from scratch.
So here's my take on it, right? So I feel like we are kind of starting over in a sense, and a lot of the things that we were taught, we have to kind of unlearn. You know what I mean? We have to kind of know, like, it's okay to let go. It's okay to be myself. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to not to, you know what I mean, to be in it right now. And when I say in it, I mean like in a relationship. You know what I mean? Like when we're younger, we don't know that because that's all we were told.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? That's all we felt. You know what I mean? Like, I need somebody. I want somebody. They have somebody. Why don't I have somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like it's just so, when you start unlearning those things, when you start understanding that it's okay to be alone, and I've been there. I have been there, so I know it. You know what I mean? I thought I needed somebody. I had to have somebody. I've been with my children's father for like 17, 18 years. You know what I mean? So that's all I knew. All I knew was to be in a relationship monogamously. For me, everything was always monogamous. You know what I mean? Like that's like loyalty is at the core of my existence. You know what I mean? Because I've seen so much bullshit throughout my life with, my childhood, my mom, and everything they going on with that. To me and my brother, loyalty is fucking key. Like, you know what I mean? But to others, they have something else that might be at the top of their list of, relationship. Yes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think once we unlearn those things and start to learn that,
it's okay.
It's okay. I think she'll be fine. I think we'll all be fine.
So you brought up a term, Xennials.
Yes.
Which is what apparently we are.
So we are Xennials. And if you guys don't know what Xennials are, let's break it down for you. So Xennials we were coined Generation X, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Generation X is the generation kind of within the 60s and 70s, pre-millennial, right? But we felt kind of like drawn more to a millennial than we were to like people in the 60s.
Right.
So we needed to have our own type of kind of like genre, like passage or whatever.
Yeah.
So then they created and coined this term Xennials. Okay? Xennials are, I guess, the generation born late 1970s, 76, 77 to early 1980s up until 83, right?
Okay.
So it's saying those who are born, you have been born into an analog life and live an analog childhood and now live in a digital life, right? That's so fucking us, right?
Yeah.
So it's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
My definition, generation best. Like we're the best generation. We're the best generation.
The best
like we can go
and
we
far.
we can literally go and be like, God, I remember when we didn't have cell phones. I remember like when all this shit wasn't on Instagram.
Right.
And you can just move about freely. You know what I mean? Like
all while we're Snapchatting.
Exactly. Like we had the best of both worlds,
right.
But
Yeah.
So that's who we are. So we are repping for the Xennials. All of you guys who are Xennials, like rep with us because we have our own set of challenges.
Our own set of rules.
We do have our own set of rules. We do.
You know how they're like, I think we're that generation where it's like, 40 is the new 30. It's like we're 10 years like younger than what we really are. Like physically, a lot of us are.
I don't feel
mentally
fucking 40 at all. Like
no.
I don't feel 40. I remember my mom being 40, and that was old. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you were young, 40 years old, even though my son probably looks at me like, yo, you're old.
Right.
But for me, I don't feel old. Like, I'm a poppin' ass mom.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we get it in. You
All
know
the
what I mean?
time.
So, yeah.
Weekly.
Yeah.
Weekly.
So, but
So,
you, go ahead. You touched base on our outing yesterday at Spell House.
Yes.
And,
the beginning part was epic.
What was your take on it?
So
for me, I just fucking love Black excellence. Like, I just was hyped.
And that was like the
epitome. All of these amazing Black people in one place, just having a freaking amazing time. Just
so good.
Honoring themselves and just being like, yo, I did this is where I'm from, just representing. And it was just some real good shit. Like, I remember, I actually thought, like, I wanted my son to go to kind of like a diverse college. You know, I'm kind of leaning more towards, you know, if this is what he wants to do, if this is his path he wants to take, I'm kind of leaning more towards an HBCU. You know, I don't think that was. I mean, I was all the way there yet. What do you think?
I always wanted to go to HBCU. Yeah. I mean, I didn't really want I didn't want a northern one. Like, I needed to be past the Mason-Dixon line. Okay. Because my family is from the South, so I knew, like, I just knew what Southern, like, life was about. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think that's me. Like, I'm like Northern, you know, but mixture with Southern. Like, I'm really sweet sometimes, and then I'm like really cutthroat sometimes. So, like, I always wanted to do like a Howard, a Hampton, a Spelman. You know what I mean? To meet my Morehouse man. So, listen, I would love for my daughter to do that. Yeah. I really would. Like, you know, where we came from, it was predominantly Caucasian. Mm-hmm. In our area. You don't say. No. No. You don't say Becky with the good hair. No. No. But let's be clear. Okay. Becky can turn into damn we know. Nisha in a whole fucking New York minute. Let's be clear. But no, that's what I want from her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want her to be able to mix with all. Mm-hmm. And I feel like at this point, she, you know, I don't know. Like, I moved here because I'm like, yo, my daughter's going to Spelman. Yeah. From the Spelman I remember. Mm-hmm. So what we saw yesterday was our Spelman. Yeah. So I work close to, I literally work downtown. What I saw yesterday to me was Hillman. What was the name of it? Yes, the Cosby Show. Not the Cosby. Oh, different world. That's what I saw yesterday. What I saw yesterday was a different world, and it gave me a whole new outlook. Like, yes. God, I love us. Yeah. Because we were like literally like, and just we're gonna be going back and forth, but literally like at this state of where we are. Yeah. I needed to see the Hillman. Yeah. Because I don't know what the hell I saw. Before, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so different than what I thought it was gonna be. Yeah. Life in general. You know what I mean? Like I said, I work downtown, so I frequent like the campuses. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? So I see like the students walking back and forth, and it's not like what we look like. Mm-hmm. It's not like we were going to like homecomings when I was in college, and you know what I'm saying? So I have a whole different outtake on it. So I didn't go to a college when I graduated high school, right? So my mom and them are from the Caribbean, right? Mm-hmm. So they didn't really push college on me. They pushed graduating from high school. Like, that was the big accomplishment. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then if you go to college, you take care of that on your own. So I didn't really know or have the resources or know what to do. I just knew I don't have money for college. I didn't know where to go and find money for college. I didn't go to like that type of school where there were guidance counselors breathing down my neck saying, yo, you need to, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So straight out of high school, I just went to I went and started working. You know what I mean? I got an apartment, I was home, and I was working like 3 jobs. Like, I was a fucking hustler. Like, I was like a bona fide hustler. You know what I mean? Like, I held down like 3 jobs, night jobs, day jobs, had a roommate, you know what I mean? And was just doing the damn thing. So fast forward, I became a adult learner. I went to St. Joe's University. Yay! Hawks! Go Hawks! And so you know, I did that, but you know, I have my regrets. I wish I would have known, you know, early on, you know what I mean, and did that. So which is why now I'm like pushing my
my boys, you know, they're in like, you know, very diverse private schools.
Okay.
So for me, it's like, okay, they're getting the best of both worlds right now. You know what I mean?
Right.
They're making those early networking and connections and shit.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, you know, if you want to do an HBCU, I'm down. I'm with it. You know what I mean? But I'm pushing college hard as hell. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I'm also hearing chatter from the millennials.
Yeah.
That are like, yo,
for what?
Fuck a college. Like, yo, I'm out here making apps. I'm made more money
YouTuber.
from this. I'm a YouTuber. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, college has done nothing for me. I can look up business shit, you know, on. I can Google it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, if my son came to me and said, Mom, I don't want to go to college. Okay, let's have a conversation. Show me what you got. I need PowerPoints. I need shit. Like, you gotta sit here and tell me like what it is you do want to do, and I need to see a plan. Like, you're not just gonna be, you know, oh, I need to. No, we're not doing that. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna have to set some ground rules. But I'm okay with that because this is a different era. It's a different time. You know? I mean, look at this shit. We didn't even as an adult learner. My fucking student loans is crazy ridiculous right now. You know what I mean? I'm sure you're still paying on yours.
Oh, because I got 3 degrees.
Okay.
So I can't get any more. That being said, I can't get no more student loans. Okay?
I got 3 degrees.
No more.
1, 2, 3, 3.
So I am educated yet all the way broke, down to the white meat. Okay? So I can't get nothing. Zero zilch.
Damn.
Zero not even a penny.
What are your degrees? I had no idea you had 3 degrees. What are your degrees in?
So my first degree is in criminal justice.
Okay.
You know, because I wanted to do law.
Okay.
And then I took the LSATs and I was like, this is a fucking nightmare. Even though like law is my shit.
Yeah.
You know, I am good with that.
Okay.
I'm good with finding and, you know, I'm good with debating.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, you're good with
I'm
debating,
good with
right?
I'm good with kind of persuasion, but nonetheless. So then I went to St. Joe's, go Hawks, and I did criminology, probation, and parole.
Okay.
Because I wanted to be a defense attorney.
Mm-hmm.
So then I did that. So then I was pregnant. I got pregnant, and I was working with children with mental health diagnosis. Is what I do now. Like I said, behavior specialist. But I was working as in the juvenile probation system.
Okay.
As an electronic home monitoring officer. So I would go out and I would check on kids with the monitor. You know what I'm saying? So I would go to court with them. I would meet them in their homes. I would meet their families. I would really, you know what I'm saying, see what was up. Like, how did y'all get in this way?
Yeah. So
then that being said, I also work with them in school settings. So when I was pregnant, I was like, okay, listen, I'm going to go back to school for special education because God forbid, you know, my daughter needs, you know, an IEP, or my daughter may have, you know, special educational needs. I need to make sure that when I'm going into these schools, I'm not getting played.
Right. Yeah.
So then I did special education masters, but I also, I hope that was one mic.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I also, whoops, I'm drinking a carbonated drink.
Edit.
So I also did behavior analyst certification.
Okay.
So as a licensed behavioral specialist. So yeah, so all that shit wraps up into a big old bill.
Yeah, but how do you feel? How does that? So you already there are a lot of people out here in their 40s who aren't even as accomplished or as educated as you,
or as broke.
So I mean,
in debt.
What is it that? So
and they making money.
Right. So how do you feel like it's kind of like like what are the downside? What's the side effects of that? Because you seem like, I mean, that's like some people, again, is exactly what we just fucking talked about. You know, you got everything, you look great on fucking paper.
Yeah.
You got your college degrees, you got your good job, everything that they pushed to us in the 80s and the early 90s.
Right.
So, but how does that like fucking like make you feel like now? You know what I mean? Like,
well,
in your 40s, like you should feel, I would think some people be feeling like on top of the world, like, you know, set.
To be honest with you, I am very proud of what I've done.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of, I'm very proud of how I was raised.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I want to raise my daughter in that same way with a little bit of alterations because of the world we live in now. But My only problem is that having 3 degrees and like $80,000 in student loan debt, I'm not making $180,000. So for me to have to pay the student loan back, and again, you don't have people where they didn't do student loans, they worked.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked during college too. I had a billion jobs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that being said, that's my only regret is that I have all this debt and it's a struggle to pay for it.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I really enjoy, I'm not a scholar. I didn't really like school, but I wanted to have that under my belt.
Yeah.
Because when you do say it, it means some shit. You know what I mean? It means some shit. So it's like and this is the thing when you were talking about your boys and like them not wanting to go to college and want to do something else. Like I think with Journey, I more than likely, and I have to speak with her father about this, but I want her to possibly take a year off unless she does go to a HBCU, to be honest with you, because I really would love for her to like go abroad.
That would be fucking amazing.
That's really what I wanted to do.
It's so funny you just said that. One of my friends I just saw on IG, her daughter was just selected to go abroad. And I'm just like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah.
Because you gotta see the world. And I'm not just talking about on fucking vacation with your people.
No.
I'm talking about you have to go and immerse yourself within other cultures and communities. And see what shit's hit. Like, it'll give you an entirely new outlook on life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I was that girl, like, for me, I went to a local college.
Yeah.
But I was still that suburban black, white girl. Like, my friends were black, but I still came from, a suburb. So when I went to Westchester, even though that's a suburb, this is really where I met, like, city life. Yeah. Like, the girlfriends that I met were from the city. Catching the train was from the city. So I feel like that was all important to me because that's who I am now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I can literally like go anywhere and all my friends are like that. That's, I think, what brought us really together is like, we are in the suburbs, we're from the suburbs, we look the same, we may talk different, but let's be clear, like, we still handling business the same way.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So I want her to be able to, like you said, divulge into culture and figure out her way. And then I still think she needs that education piece. Yeah. I still am going to like really push her with this free education. Yeah. So that if she can get scholarships, you know what I mean? She can then have choices. I would love for her to do that. Yeah. There's different options of like kids, going to like collegiate weeks. Right. Like make, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Right. So I would love her to do that. But I just feel like now because, these kids are like bloggers and vloggers and Instagram models. And I mean, I didn't like all this, like, I didn't know none of this. Yeah. Really, I didn't know okay, you get a blue check.
You didn't know they making $100,000.
No girl,
you didn't know that?
No girl. I didn't know like when everybody doing flat tummy tea.
Let me tell you, that was all branded. That's all branded. Yes.
I didn't know what the blue check was on Instagram. Yeah. Girl, I was following somebody else that wasn't who they was.
And we got so much shit for y'all. Like, did we ever really go through all of this? Because it's so many people like us. Like, look at our friend this weekend. She just didn't know some shit. You know what I mean? It's just like...
I mean, she wasn't dumb, but she didn't know social media. Like, her daughter, like, she learned it, but it's like, her daughter was popping on, like, it's popping on social media. So she would be like, oh, can you put my picture? That's like me, my daughter is 7. Yeah. I had to flash it on my phone. Like,
you know what else is a good episode?
She turned it off.
We should also do something where we're like, I guess, like, really putting parents in the know of like all these fucking apps and shit that are out here that nobody fucking knows about.
Yeah,
my
we
kids
definitely
showed me some shit the other day, like TikTok. What the fuck is TikTok?
I don't know.
I'm literally looking at my 9-year-old like that shit better not be inappropriate. Like he's like, you know what I mean? Like I just need to know
like the whole
what's
social
going on
media,
out
the
here.
whole technology. Yeah. All this shit is fucking like new. Yeah. And I just feel like I've been slightly blessed with somebody, 1 or 2 people under the age of like 30 every generate or less, maybe like between 5 and 10 years younger than me. Yeah. So that can keep me up on the game, like down to Excel. Yeah. Okay, let's be clear. Yeah. Down to an Excel spreadsheet. I'm sitting here like, drag what? Like, why is this formula not working? Yeah. So that's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that being said, like, I just want to know the difference between Xennial and Millennial. I feel like that's important. I feel like it's just important for us to really like tap into that world because not only are we 40, but we have kids that are like coming up.
For me, I think I wanted to do this podcast, and I wanted to find somebody to do this podcast with.
Yeah, so let's just be clear. This whole podcast thing was not my jam. So if you know my personality, if you know me at all, like I am very animated, I'm very dramatic, like so people say, but I am just me all day. Like whatever comes out of my mouth is what I'm feeling. I'm very transparent, I'm very genuine, and like,
right.
You know, everyone will be like, oh my God, you have a YouTube channel. Well, I'm also a little scary. You know, my favorite show is Law and Order SVU, so I'm also like nervous. But a friend of mine, your sister-in-law, was like, listen, like Denise, who, let me just be clear.
Shout out to my kid.
Woo woo! So let's just be clear. She's like, my sister-in-law Denise is doing the podcast. And I was like, okay, like that's a perfect opportunity because I don't know shit about podcasts. I don't know shit about YouTube. I don't know anything.
But when she tells you the basis and it's like,
I was like, oh bitch, I'm
and
there.
the title, it's just like, it was like a no-brainer.
Girl, I was like, oh bitch, I'm all the way there. So then you started the pod. So let's be clear, this is like Denise's baby that I was like,
but it's
honored to be a part of. It's become our baby
It's become
now.
our baby.
But why did you want to do this?
I wanted to do this because I just started to see in my own struggles of being 40 that there are a lot of others like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I say my struggles, I'm talking about parenting, I'm talking about being a single mom, I'm talking about
money,
financial, fucking money, yes. I'm talking about
relationships,
being in jobs that you just don't like and you feel like there's no resolution, there's no way out.
Working for the check, working a 9 to 5 for somebody else's dream.
Exactly. So I felt like this would be a good
relationships.
Oh my God, relationships.
No
we
shit.
got so much coming at y'all. It's ridiculous.
Even health.
Even health. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about health. I want to talk about health. I want to talk about wellness because it wasn't until I got into my 40s, late 30s, that I stopped eating meat. That I stopped, you might see me on some Chick-fil-A cameras, but those only waffle fries. But anyway, we'll talk about that. But no, like it wasn't until I got into my late 30s and 40s that I started watching some of these fucking documentaries that started scaring the shit out of me about eating meat and things like that. So I definitely want to get into wealth and wellness and health and all that.
And I'm not there yet. I refuse to watch documentaries.
I'm
so
fucking
I
making
love
her
a bacon,
get
egg,
there.
and cheese sandwich. Let's be clear. I am
is-
in love with my fried chitlins. I need a honey baked ham for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
This is like the yin to my yang.
Okay,
when
like I
tell you,
need that.
I met this woman and she was like literally my fucking spirit animal. Like,
Yo, we've known each other for how long?
She is everything that I am not, and I am everything that she is not. But we create,
really?
we create a really good balance.
We create magic, black girl magic, baby.
A fucking
We're black girl
balance.
magic.
So
honey.
let me just tell you guys: do not think that the older you get, that you cannot find no new friends. What's that Drake song?
Right. Because remember I thought that. That's 40 y'all missing the whole. You know what I mean?
The whole.
But yeah, that's so true. That's crazy. Because I was thinking that I was like, oh my God, like I guess we're done with making friends. Like I kind of wanted another friend or two, but I was like, I guess I'm done.
Because you feel like, okay, my coworkers, but like the way
and
like,
my core friends, we have like this is another thing.
The timing is the shit that fucks me up.
The timing is crazy.
The time I'm trying to
Filth.
curtail it a little
Filth.
bit. I have a very filthy
disgusting.
mom. I am like
vile.
I'm like Popeye. I want to try. Looks like a female tense from Popeye. But anyway, the sailor woman. I'm like Popeye the sailor woman. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
Popeye the sailor woman, and I use the phrase bitch a lot. So please, when I say bitch, if I'm saying
so
bitch,
nice.
it's so
nice.
It's such a term of endearment for me. Like I'm like bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
but no,
I'm not.
Your mouth is nothing compared to my mouth.
Your mouth is.
My mouth is gutter.
Your mouth is
gutter life. Hashtag gutter life.
The bottom of the nastiest.
I mean, it's
sea.
like this.
Oh,
it's like the toilet water that doesn't go all the way down. That's my mouth.
God,
some of y'all ain't gonna be able to handle my mouth, baby. But we in this. Yeah, it's filth.
Yeah.
And I'm a mom. Do you know what I mean?
We try,
but
it's so funny because I don't curse in front of my boys until they do some bullshit, and then it's like, whoa, mom is like, but I'm telling you, it sets shit off. It puts them straight. When mommy starts to curse at them, oh, it's a wrap. Yeah. They know that shit's about to go down.
Oh, Journey. My daughter just. She doesn't know what's going on. She doesn't know if mommy's happy or mommy's sad.
She's too young.
No, but she knows. But no, I'm working on that. I have to because I am going to try to do better. Because that's another thing. Another thing, going back to our childhood, like cursing, I can't even literally say, like, now my mom, I can say ass, shit. But my Aunt Claudia, if you say shut up, it's a bad word.
Oh, that's my Aunt Marion. My Aunt Marion is, I'm telling you, Caribbean, It's all about respect.
Yeah.
It's all about like, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, I can't even not say, walk into a room and not speak to her. And it might not have been no disrespect.
Yeah.
I was just like maybe busy or something.
Right.
And it's all the way respect your motherfucking elders to the day you die.
Yeah.
Like, do not curse
at
and
all.
It's funny because I have some girlfriends who had children that like they be straight like just cursing. It's just like at what point do you lose that respect of
where did you
I'm
lose
not
it?
going to curse in front of my mother. You know what I mean? Like at what point do you
the
say
millennials, baby.
I'm that much of an adult that I'm gonna have this full on cursing conversation with my parents.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right.
I can't do it.
Right.
No judgment, but I just can't do it. I can't do it.
That's just not how we were.
Yeah.
Like for real, no matter how mad, like I can say bitch and shit and ass.
Yeah.
I can't ever, and I would never say it towards her.
Yeah.
I would never call my mom a bitch. God, if I ever call my aunt, like I can't even say the same sentence.
Yeah.
Because that's just the respect factor. That goes back to the younger generation. We'll talk about it, and it's no disrespect. It's just learning about them in comparison to us and how we can build together. So let's see. So that's us. That's Denise decided to do this, and I jumped on board with it, and I think we have a lot to talk about. I think it's going to be some good shit.
I think so.
And I think it's just not for women, although our core is really like women 40.
Yeah.
I'm almost like 35 and over. Even though this is 40, y'all, I feel like we have.
I feel like 37 and 37-ish and up, they can kind of relate. I do. Yeah, I feel like that, definitely.
And men too, because we don't have men on here.
You're gonna have a lot of guests, a lot of people giving their perspective. It ain't just gonna be us two single broads. Like we have some married friends, we have some friends who, are in it, some divorcees, we have some health and wellness coaches, some newlyweds. Yeah. We got some men that's gonna tell us how to, the game is
what's up
today and how it was, and we got shit coming.
Because apparently the 40-year-old men, see, they already in this game.
You know what?
Okay, let's be clear. Y'all niggas are.
They've been in this
Y'all
game.
They've
been in committed relationships with other 40-year-old women and still been in the motherfucking game.
Fucking around with the 20-year-olds.
They know how to maneuver that shit.
Yeah.
And they are all over that social media shit, okay? These motherfucking DMs, yo, I can't wait.
Liking, commenting, DMs, like Snapchat.
Do I look angry?
All that.
Because I'm angry.
I'm learning the game though, so I ain't gonna be angry. I'm gonna get even.
And we're gonna put everybody else the fuck on.
Especially all our women, because really, like, I really feel like our women, we didn't know the game because we've been in long-term relationships, and we've been trying to.
We didn't want to know the game. That's for women though. We don't want to
play games because we grown. I mean, not that I didn't want to know. I don't mind knowing. Yeah. I would love to know because I like to know what because there were some challenges in my life.
Yeah.
Loyalty, I'm loyal. Let's be clear. Faithful, Yes. Okay. Faithful, I can understand where, infidelity comes from.
Yeah.
I can see it. Mm-hmm. So, loyalty I get, but I mean, I feel like we are very emotional people, and I feel like we really try to be the best we can be. So,
you ain't know nothing about emotion. I am a fucking Pisces / Aquarius, so I'm like a Pisces Aquarius cusp. I am the most fucking, and I just started getting into this shit recently, like the whole zodiac and
zodiac
energy and crystals, and I am like the most motherfucking. I am the most sensitive sign in the entire zodiac. Whoa. I will cry at the drop of a dime, but I'm not crying. My tears are tears of anger. My tears are, if I'm crying, I'm that fucking frustrated, I can't even get out what I'm trying to say to you.
I feel you.
Like, I'm not crying because I'm a sensitive bitch, but I'm crying because at this point, this is the last step to me, losing it. You know what I mean? And
let's be clear, millennials don't lose it.
I don't think millennials.
That emotion piece,
is it gone? It's gone.
It's gone.
Yeah.
The emotion piece, I mean, it's there, but the wall is so strong around that that it's gone. us as the Xennials, we're emotional, we're transparent. I mean, a lot.
Do we envy that part?
A little bit.
I wish I wasn't as sensitive as I am. I really wish to God that I wasn't as sensitive as I am. But then I look at my son, and he's not. I guess I don't know if he's a millennial. I don't know what generation. I need to actually look that up. But I look at him and I see no empathy at all. So my son has no empathy. You know what I mean?
That's tough.
And it wasn't because of how I raised him, but it's because of how TV is raised. You know, what he sees on television, what he sees in video games. Like there's no sadness. There's no, you know what I mean? Like this is what, and that's as much as you try to shield them from it, they've seen so much more shit than we've seen as children and adults.
Yeah, and not even in home.
I mean,
outside when they go to school. You know what I'm saying? They're seeing all. When they walk into school, when they catching them, you know what I mean?
It's like millennials. It's like the part in Boys in the Hood when in the beginning when the kid said, "Hey, you want to see their body?" And these niggas saw their body and nobody like it was just like, damn. Like it wasn't like I would have been like
scared. Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
so.
You know, maybe just, all millennials are born in South Central LA. I don't know, but
So also a disclaimer too, like I don't know all the movies, and I'm not a music buff like Denise is.
I am a huge music and movie buff, and I will be quoting shit because that's just what I do.
Yeah.
I love the arts. I love music. I love anything soulfully inspired. I feel like this is my Bumble and Hinge. My profile. My Bumble and Hinge profile. My dating profile. I love the arts. I'm a sensitive Pisces.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mine is probably my favorite movie. Still Magnolias. I like to play spades. I like to play games when I'm winning.
I'm a big bowler. I like Still Magnolias, but I'm a big rom-com, white rom-com fan. So I love the pretty and pink, like romantic comedies.
So we on some blockbuster topic. We on some blockbuster owl shit. Are we going to owl rom-com?
You've Got Mail. Okay. Pretty and Pink. Like I'm like big. But I also love
rom-com.
My favorite rom-com.
So you want like some sci-fi? Like I don't know those terms.
Okay.
Rom-com. I feel like I'm going back to Blockbuster. Remember Blockbuster?
I'll put you in. Do I remember Blockbuster? God, it's the best, yo.
Rom-com, sci-fi.
See, those are the memories we're talking about.
Man, yeah.
Blockbuster.
Bringing that back. Sizzler, Pop-Tarts.
Oh, I used to love a strawberry frosted Pop-Tart.
Yo, my cinnamon brown sugar. And
I could not now. I could not.
Oh my God, I have them in the house.
Okay, I could do one.
And you put when you toast it, and you put butter on top and make it like.
That's way too much.
Oh my God! I live for a trans fat snack.
God, we got so much work to do.
Is there MSG in the building? Does anybody have any MSG? But I'm kidding.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Welcome. First episode of This Is 40, y'all. We have so much more to come. So yeah, stay tuned. We will be giving our email. Yeah. I'll put it in the comments. You guys can go ahead and send us some topics. Talk to us, talk with us, because we want to hear what you got to say. And our actual Gmail is this is 40 y'all, THIS 40YALL. This is 40 y'all at gmail.com. So you guys can get in right now. Just send us some shit. Put some shit in the comments.
Follow us.
Everybody follow us. Everybody stream us. Let's get this shit popping. All this black girl magic, let's not let it go to waste. We want to help you, help us help you while you are helping us.
Please.
Because we ain't fixed. We got some shit. So this is
we ain't broken now.
This is
we ain't
therapeutic.
Broken. This ain't fixed.
This is therapeutic for us all. Like real shit. Alright? So thank you guys. Bye.